Hey y'all, what's up? It's the one and only model, Whitney. And before I start this video, I just want everybody to comment their height. If this is your first time watching me, then you probably won't know that I am 6'3", but if you haven't watching me, then you already know how tall I am. I'm gonna start my phone. I hear a lot of people and my friends saying, you know what, if I was just a little bit taller, I would be happy. Or people come up to me and be like, oh, if I was your height, I'd be the best basketball player in the world. I would be in the NBA. And I'm just like, okay. Like, I'm just here to tell you that you probably should just be happy with your height. I love being tall and I own every inch of my height, but being tall is not what it's cracked up to be. Because I get a lot of frequently asked questions. No matter where I go, I get asked 1,000 questions and it's the same thing. And it's just like, oh my God, give me a break. And that goes along with harassment. So it's like frequently asked questions and harassment that I'm going to tell you about a little later. And then assumptions. People just because I'm tall, they just feel like they can just assume stuff about me. And I'm just like, okay. Anytime I'm out in public, people are asking me for favors, like using my height and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't work for you. I work for me. So you got a lot of nerve always asking me for something. Unfortunately, some men are intimidated by my height, but a lot of them are not. So I find that short men are kind of drawn to me in a way. And I'm going to explain all of these points, but I'm just telling you right now, just some of the stuff I go through being a tall person. The way guys flirt with me is just like, their pickup lines absolutely suck. And it's just like, do you really think that that's gonna make me give you my number? It's just like, okay. I get asked a lot if men think that they want to have a baby with me just because of my height. And I'm just like, I wasn't even good at basketball. So why do you, I'm gonna get into it later. Buying clothes and shoes is a horror show, especially when I was little. When I was growing up, buying clothes and shoes was a headache. And like I said, I love my height, but it can be a problem sometimes. Some of the frequently asked questions are, and it's so stupid how the guys come up to me, or really anybody, they be like, wait, watch this. They be like, how tall you is. And I'm just like, what? Why do you come up to me just how tall you is? I'm just looking like, sometimes I'll be dry. I'll be like 6 feet. Or they'll usually be like, how tall you is? 6'2", 6'3". I don't care what height they say. The answer is yes, you are always right. Because constantly getting asked every 5 seconds when I'm going into Walmart how tall you is annoying. Like, y'all just don't know. Don't nobody ask nobody else how tall they is. So why are you asking me? And then my little sister is the same height as me too. So it's just like that times 2. Then the next question is, how tall is everybody in your family? Is your mama tall? Is your daddy tall? And I'm just like, do I need to write a freaking book on my family history and just everything? I'm just like, my dad is tall. Or I just be like, no. Sometimes it depends on what mood I am, what mood I'm in. So that's the model Whitney that you get. And then this is all, they just walk up to me without saying hello. And usually when I'm out running errands, I'm not that friendly anyway. I'm just trying to do what I got to do like everybody else. And they just come up to me like, what position you play? I'm just like, how do you, just because you tall don't mean that you play basketball. So it's always like, what position you play? Center? Yeah. Or if they ask me, do I play point guard? I'll be like, yeah, just to get them on my face. Y'all are not gonna believe this. Like, if I say no to basketball, they be like, volleyball, track, soccer, tennis. It's just like, they just know that I have to play a sport. And I'm just like, no, I don't do that. Then they be like, why don't you play sports? And I'm just like, oh my God. I just be wanting to shoot myself. And it's just never ending. So those are the frequently asked questions that I get. no matter where I go, no matter how inconvenient it is. If I'm having a conversation or just minding my business, people just come up to me constantly asking questions, and I'm just like, leave me alone. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is harassment. People will literally come up to me, like just near my shoulder, trying to measure themselves up to me like 6'2", 6'3", and I'm just like, personal space, sweetie. Like, I need all of my I got this notebook in my hand and it's just flipping and flopping all over the place. So they would just like try to measure themselves next to me, and I'm just like, please, I'm just like, man, please get away from me. Like, I don't need this right now. Like, how would you feel if somebody just came up to you that you don't know while you minding your business trying to buy your milk and eggs, and they just like, it is so weird. Y'all would not believe it. And then another thing people do is sometimes people, like, this is before COVID, people just like hold my hand and like try to touch me, talking about, oh, you're so beautiful. I'm like, can you tell me I'm beautiful from over there? Like, but sometimes people just feel like they can just touch me, and I'm just like, sir, please, ma'am, please don't touch me. Like, sir, don't touch me. Not today. One funny assumption is that everywhere I go, people be asking me, like, do you work here? Or, you know, I guess they assume that I'm so tall that I'm security or something. But I do get a lot of questions about, like, from my Walmart, they'll be like, do you know where the cereal is? And I'm just like, ma'am, I don't have on a Walmart vest. Why do you think that I work here? I don't. That's just something that I get a lot. Another thing, when I'm at the store, people be like, hey, baby, you so beautiful. Do you think that you could reach this cereal for me? And I'm just like, can you pay me $50 and can you leave me alone? Why do you think that I want to just, you know what? I sound like I'm so mean, but if you constantly getting the same thing over and over, it's going to get irritating. People always asking me to reach stuff for them. No, ma'am, go to the people that work here and ask them to get that little stick and reach it for you, because I'm not. I just kidding. I usually say yes, especially if it's a older lady. And when I was working at Walmart, I was a stocker, so I was always on the little ladders. Anybody that worked at Walmart, you know about the ladders that we had to use to stock the food or whatever. So I'm already 6'3", so if I'm standing on that tall old ladder, then I'm seen by every single body. So I got asked 1,000 questions every single day, and I'm just like this. I don't get paid enough to do all of this stuff. So the short man obsession, it's just like, why would you want somebody, if you 5'7", why would you want a girl that's 6'3"? It's just like, do you really see yourself with somebody as tall as me? Like, I would not want to be with no girl that was like towering over me. 5'7" is just like, not even to my shoulder. It's just like, are you sure that you want to talk to me right now? Especially like if I'm at a club, I have to like lean down to hear what you're saying. Like, I'm just like, sweetie, it's not gonna work like that. The short man's line is, I can't do it. They'll be like, climb that tree, girl. And I'm just like, ew, no you won't. Get away from me. Like, ugh. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about flirting. The way dudes flirt with me is so stupid. They'll be like, dunk on your tall ass. And I'm just like, that is not sexy. That is not making me want to talk to you. They be like, dunk on you, shorty. And I'm just like, I just look at them like, are you serious right now? Like, sir, please leave me alone. And I also, the other way that they flirt with me is like, come on, let me have a baby with you. And I'm just like, first of all, I'm nobody's baby mama, okay? And no, I don't want to have a baby with you. The only person I'm gonna have a baby with is my husband, Idris Elba. We gonna have a baby, so don't get it confused, because you're not Idris. Now for clothes and shoes. When I was growing up, I could not believe that I'm finna tell this, but since I was so tall and it wasn't really tall sizes like that, I don't really have trouble finding pants and shoes anymore, just because a lot of brands do tall sizes, like American Eagle. I'm gonna put all the tall girls on. American Eagle, Hollister, and Old Navy have tall sizes. So Whitney told you. When I was younger, my mom would like ironed my pants out, stretching them because she wasn't having us flooded. My mama had us fresh to death, clothes ironed and pressed and everything. So I really had to like unhem the bottom of my pants and iron them out. I should do a video on that, how to stretch your pants, because it was hilarious. And now that I think about it, I'm just like, wow, I really had to do that. Like, who does that? If there's any tall girls watching this video that had to do that, please comment below, because I would be dying laughing. This is still a problem now, like wearing long sleeve shirts. I think that I'm so cute in long sleeve shirts, but I never buy them just because they're never long enough. They usually come like about right here. So I love long sleeves, but unfortunately I cannot wear them most of the time. Okay, the next thing is limited selection of shoes, like Jordans, for example. I don't wear Jordans, but if I had Jordans, I would have to pay like, I don't know, like 250 something, or any other shoe. Like, some girls be wearing the kid sizes. Honey, let me tell you, I don't remember the last time that I was a kid size. So it's just hard for me to find certain sizes. I mean, it's hard for me to find my size. I'm a size 11, just in case anybody was wondering. And I just have a limited selection. Like Fashion Nova, all those other sites, they don't really have size 11s like that. And it's just like, dang, I really wanted that shoe, but they don't have size 11. Basically, for like jogging pants and like sweatpants, I have to get men's sizes. So I have to compensate size for length. I would probably be like a medium in men's jogging pants and sweatshirts, but I would probably have to get a large just so it can be long enough to fit this long old arm, and then the suit is big as hell because I'm a slim girl. So it's just like, do I want to have short pants that fit, or do I want to have big pants that are long? And it's just like, being tall is tough. And certain shoes make my feet look so big. Like, I don't wear Timbs. I do wear Uggs, but once you're like a size 9 or something, the leg of the Ugg is so big, and then it makes my leg look so little, and it's just like, wow. So do you think that I'm just fat because I'm a size 11? Like, I need to talk to Ugg, because that's a problem, and we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so I was saying a lot about how being tall is tough, but there are a lot of pros being tall, and I'm finna tell you right now. I'm very easy to locate. Like, if I'm in a store or if I'm at Six Flags, all you gotta do is look up and, oh, there's Whitney, she's right there. So I'm easy to locate. I can reach every single thing. Like, in my room right now, I can reach my makeup over there just because my arm is long as ever. And that's an advantage that short people don't have. Every day my mom comes to me, wait, come reach this for me. And I'm just like, girl, get the ladder. Another pro is I've always been the tall friend. No matter who's in the group or whatever, I'm the tall friend. I like being the tall friend because it's cute. And I'm just different from everybody else. And I always get the middle spot in the picture because I'm the tallest. So, but then I do have to be in the back. So it just depends. Another pro is I have to be the security for all of my friends. So if you ever be in a club and, you know, like, you dancing and stuff, and then people like bump into your small friends, it's just like, girl, stop bumping into my friend. I'm not, then I have to like change places with my friends. The short friend got to go over here, and I got to be the dang security, making sure this heifer not bumping into my friend. So yeah, it's a job, and I'm about to start getting paid. Well, I would say that I get the front seat every time, but since I'm slim, it's always a friend that's bigger than me. So I could sometimes get the front seat just because my legs aren't long. So if it's there, I do get the front seat. Okay, this one is lame, but I've always been tall enough for roller coasters. I know a lot of people think that tall people are clumsy, but I am not one of them. Like, I do trip in Uggs, which are easy to trip in, or certain shoes, but I'm not a clumsy person. Now for the cons. I really didn't like being tall until I turned like 18. But before I turned 18, I was so shy, timid. I was real quiet. I really didn't have nothing to say. And as I was told, I was real sensitive as a kid, but now I don't give a F. I'm no good at basketball, so that's a con of being tall. Everybody just assume that I'm good at basketball. I don't care though. Like, I could do other things. Like, Don't get it confused. I'm not good at basketball, but I'm good at a lot of other things. Cars can be uncomfortable sometimes. Like, you know, probably can't drive a like 2-door cars, uncomfortable. Like a Honda Civic, probably just too small. I don't even look at it. I'm just like, man, please show me the trucks. I'm gonna be in a Range Rover real soon. Just wait on it. People are always staring at me. It's just like, okay, I'm 6'3". Woo! Like, stop staring at me. Just let me live my life. This is embarrassing. Now, I did say I'm not clumsy, but I do hit my head a lot. It's a light by the kitchen sink that's real low. It's probably like this low. I hit my head on it every time I'm washing the dishes. Getting in and out the car, I hit my head all the time. I haven't been going nowhere because I'm quarantined. I'm staying safe, trying not to spread that coronavirus. But before I was like going somewhere all the time, I was hitting my head a lot. And I just usually like right here, I was hitting my head right there. So I'm just like, dang it, I hit my head again. No matter where I am, I cannot hide. Like I said, I'm easily located, but the kind of that is I can't hide from anybody. Like, I'm always seen. This is so funny, but a kind of being tall and having big hands is gloves. This is makeup right here because I'm right-handed. But gloves are always too small for me. So my hands are just freezing in the winter, or the glove comes to like right here. And I'm just like, dang. This is so embarrassing, but I be taller than bathroom stalls a lot of the time. Like at the college I went to, the bathroom stalls were like right here. So it's like when I got up from using the bathroom, my head was over the stall. That was pretty embarrassing. That's like the only embarrassing thing about being tall. And that's all I have for today. I just wanted to share what it's like being tall. So I don't know if you still want to be tall after hearing the cons and just the things that I go through on a daily basis, but this is all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.